Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another week of Kanpai News for the week commencing the 15th of March, 2025. I am your host, Nasuth. I am joined, as always, by Xeno and Thaylien. How are you boys this week?
Yes.
I say as always.
Wondering about your noise suppression.
Oh, I forgot to turn that off for you guys.
It's fine.
Oh, well. At least I'll know it for the next recording.
Just for Nasuth fans, we're reminding him to check audio. It's a regular function.
It's true. I do say as always, but actually, Xeno, you won't be here in a few weeks' time, in like month and a half.
Yep. I'm a bit away. What are you gonna do without me? Huh? We'll do it live.
Oh, remember when I made that bald balloon with glasses on it image for that time Xeno was sick? I'll just have to bring that back.
Oh my god.
I shouldn't be making light. We do
it's
actually have a serious.
Say that because I've got him here.
There you go. We really shouldn't be making light.
Come on,
because we got a lot of stories, and we got a follow up to the serious abuse case story from last week. So let's just go ahead and shovel right into that. The Yamamoto case victim speaks out. The victim in manga creator Shoichi Yamamoto's illegal no-no time case has released a statement through the Tokyo-Kyoto Law Office as both parties move to appeal the civil ruling in a case involving Yamamoto, teaching staff, and the educational corporation behind Hokkaido Geijutsu Koko Sapporo Satellite Campus. The unnamed woman in her 20s, now in her 20s, I should say, stated her primary goal is to prevent further victims from suffering similar abuse at the hands of educational staff, and revealed that settlement talks broke down after publisher Shogakukan refused her condition of providing a transparent public explanation for the hiatus Yamamoto's manga series went on during the ordeal. She also stated she was unaware Yamamoto had continued working with the publisher under a different pen name, and clarified that the headline written by tabloid Shukan Bunshun claiming she could never forgive Shogakukan did not actually reflect her actual words. Shogakukan corroborated her account of a private apology in a new statement on Monday, and announced plans to establish a third-party committee to review the incident and recommend preventative measures. The victim's lawyer noted that the appeal of the criminal conviction stems from the initial ruling's failure to acknowledge the school's wrongdoing, and warned that additional victims may yet come forward. In closing, the victim asked the public to refrain from escalating criticism toward either Shogakukan or Shukan Bunshun. And I'm sure part of that is because she just wants to, there's probably a certain amount of, re-victimization going on here.
Absolutely.
Speaking of victims.
All right. Speaking of weird victims, this logo is absolutely sending me, because this story is the White House uses anime to promote war and the creators push back. The Pokemon Company issued a statement last Friday after the White House's account on the site formerly known as Twitter used a modified version of the Pokemon Pokopia game's box art to promote the Make America Great Again slogan, with spokesperson Stravanthi Dev stating the company was not involved in the content's creation, granted no permission for the use of its IP, and that its mission to bring the world together is not affiliated with any political viewpoint. This isn't the first time the administration has borrowed from Pokemon's brand without permission. Back in September 2025, the US Department of Homeland Security posted a video of ICE officers detaining people set to the Pokemon English theme song, which was simultaneously hilarious and one of the worst things I've seen them do. Prompting a near-identical statement from the Pokemon Company International at the time. Things escalated further between March 6th and 7th when the White House's account on the site formerly known as Twitter posted several videos containing graphic and violent imagery featuring footage from the ongoing war in Iran, edited together with clips from Dragon Ball Super, Yu-Gi-Oh!, SpongeBob SquarePants, and various Marvel, DC, and video game properties, including Grand Theft Auto. None of the videos had been removed as of press time, and voice actor Dan Green, known for voicing Yami Yugi and Yugimoto in the English dub of Yu-Gi-Oh!, responded on the site, stating that the use of his voice to encourage violence was deeply disrespectful to the legacy of the late Yu-Gi-Oh! Creator Kazuki Takahashi, noting that Takahashi, who died saving others, had explicitly criticized the Iraq War in the 33rd volume of the manga back in 2003, writing that killing and wounding people is unforgivable, and expressing hope that future generations could live in harmony without races or borders. Green's post garnered over 29,000 likes and 6,400 reposts, with responses ranging from supportive to critical, of course, because it's Twitter. The latter group largely claiming fair use or accusing Green of politicizing the series. Green has since responded to multiple replies, reaffirming his stance. The official Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime account on the site also later posted its own statement on Wednesday, confirming the White House footage was used without any authorization from the rights holder, and that no one associated with the manga or anime had any involvement or granted permission or use of the IP. Yeesh. This is
very disturbing stuff.
Yeah.
This is the world they want, where they can just steal stuff from actual creators and use it in their own.
Well,
favor.
I mean, I think with all the criminal acts that the administration is guilty of, you know, copyright is pretty low on the list, but it just shows their continued disregard for any form of rule of law.
The silly thing is, like, this is a government that's like been pretty vocal in pro AI and shit like this. Like, this is just blatant theft. Like, you know, that's a Scyther, that's a Pincer, that's a Magikarp, that's a Slowpoke. Like,
yes, this is literally just the Pokopia.
A screenshot
logo.
from
Photoshop. Why did they not just AI their own version?
Yeah.
Okay, mystery app alert. Anno, Gact, and friends tease the last human social media. A company called Popopo. What?
I'm just laughing because this sounds like the kind of thing that Hideo Kojima would do.
Yeah. A company called Popopo announced on Thursday a star-studded lineup including Nico founder Nobuo.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Nobuo Kawakami, Evangelion creator Hideki Anno, musician Gact, 2-channel founder Hiroyuki Nishimura, and filmmaker Makoto Tezuka, son of the legendary Osamu Tezuka, will come together to unveil a mysterious new service on March 18th at noon Japan time. Details are deliberately sparse, but Popopo is billing it as the last social media service made by humans before the AI era, and describes it as a video phone that doesn't need a camera. With Anno adding that it feels like the future. The group is no stranger to collaborating with Kawakami and Anno, having worked together since 2014 on the Japan Animator Expo under Dwango?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And Gact having provided his services for Dwango commercials dating back to 2002. So whatever this turns out to be, it's clearly a reunion of some very interesting minds.
Some very
guess we'll have to find out what a cameraless video phone actually means on the 18th.
But what's it mean?
All right. Got more legal drama. Crunchyroll gets sued for sharing your watch history. A group of plaintiffs filed a customer digital privacy class action complaint against Crunchyroll on March 3rd, alleging the streaming service violated the Video Privacy Protection Act by knowingly sharing users' personally identifiable information with third-party marketing and analytics company Braze Inc. Or is it Braze? I don't know.
Braze is usually how you pronounce that one.
Yeah, you never know these days. According to the complaint, Crunchyroll has been transmitting user email addresses, persistent device identifiers, and the specific titles they watch through an embedded Braze SDK, allegedly since at least 2022, allowing Braze to use that data to target users with personalized marketing campaigns. The complaint pointedly notes that some titles hosted on Crunchyroll contain sensitive content, specifically naming Tales of Wedding Rings as an example of sexually suggestive material whose viewership data was allegedly being passed along. Plaintiffs Francisco Cabonios, Anthony Gonzalez, Matthew Newton, Alicia Taylor, and minor JT, filing through Guardian Oscar Toruno, are seeking statutory damages of $2,500 per violation, plus attorney fees on behalf of themselves and all others similarly affected by what the company calls Crunchyroll's unlawful conduct. And if they've got a minor in here, that's going to make things even more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I've followed this. It's not so per violation basically means per user, right? And the platform has like 17 million users, so you do the math.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's still a lot.
An important thing to note is that that's what they're asking for. That may not be what's granted.
Oh yeah, of course.
To them.
Yeah. The judge has final determination on that.
I mean, like, how much are we talking about? Like,
well, it did say statutory damages, so that may be what the statute requires, regardless of what the judge thinks.
Mm.
But they could get more than that. Yeah. That might be the minimum they get.
$42.5 billion.
Jeez.
So,
all right.
Oopsies.
Speaking of the judge's call, Nintendo takes Uncle Sam to court over tariff bill. Nintendo of America filed a lawsuit on Friday in the U.S. Court of International Trade against the U.S. government, seeking a refund with interest of tariff payments made before the Supreme Court struck down most of the global import tariffs on February 20th. The suit claims the U.S. government's trade measures unlawfully collected over $200 billion in tariffs globally, and Nintendo confirmed the filing in a statement to IGN. The drama traces back to last year, when the original tariffs prompted Nintendo to delay pre-orders for the Nintendo Switch 2 in the US and in Canada, while the company assessed the financial impact, though the console ultimately launched worldwide on June 5th, with the console and most launch game prices holding steady, while some accessories saw price adjustments due to shifting market conditions. On the same day as the Supreme Court's ruling, US President Donald Trump issued a new executive order to halt the collection of those tariffs, but Nintendo apparently is not one to let bygones be bygones, and went ahead and lawyered up anyway.
Wow.
We got a lot more to go through still.
Right.
We do.
Mega Man's voice actor says, no contract, no service. SAG-AFTRA issued a work stop.
Guild, American Federation. We all know what SAG-AFTRA is. I don't know why
I didn't know that. I thought it was SAG-AFTRA. I didn't know there was a T in there, but okay.
No.
SAG-AFTRA issued a work stoppage order on Monday against Capcom's upcoming Mega Man Dual Override, after the developer failed to initiate the union's signatory process, and voice actor Ben Diskin, the voice of Mega Man, followed up on Blue Sky on Tuesday by announcing he would not be reprising the role, stating he was asked to return only on the condition that he would work without the protections of a union contract. Mega Man Dual Override is currently slated for 2027 release on PlayStation 4, 5, Switch 2, Xbox Series XS, and PC via Steam. The news comes amid what is otherwise an active period for the Blue Bomber, as Capcom recently announced the Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection, a 7-game collection launching March 27th on Switch, PS4, 5, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, and PC via Steam, though the project has not been cited in connection with the labor dispute.
Jeez.
Again, people keep trying to work around contracts. And do over the people that are actually doing the work.
Yeah.
All right. This potentially not bad news. Webtoon sinks releases, sticks it to pirates. Navar Webtoon announced on March 9th that a pilot program testing simultaneous Korean and global episode releases has paid off in a big way, with all 4 participating titles: A Child Who Looks Like Me, Special Civil Servant, Aesop's Romance, and Childhood Friend Complex, recording sharp increases in both payment revenue and weekly readership upon returning from hiatuses, ranging from 5 months to a full year. Childhood Friend Complex led the pack with a staggering 208% jump in global payment revenue, while Aesop's Romance saw the biggest boost in weekly readers at 82%. Beyond the revenue gains, the strategy also took a meaningful bite out of piracy. The number of Webtoon episodes illegally copied to domestic piracy sites on their Korean release day dropped roughly 80% in November compared to the average across the first 3 quarters of the previous year, a result the company attributes to official translations being available the moment Korean chapters drop. Who would have guessed? Navar Webtoon says it plans to expand simultaneous global releases as part of its broader push to reduce piracy and strengthen international monetization.
Indeed. So who would have thought that making things available to everybody for a reasonable time and price actually would reduce the amount of piracy?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like how Sony are deciding, doing the PC versions of our games isn't worth the money. It's like, yeah, because you're pumping out crap games. Everyone is seeing that they're crap for a whole year before they're bloody on PC, so no one's buying it.
Yep. Yep.
If you did it simultaneously, people would buy it on PC and have the same results they do on PlayStation, where they buy and then regret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, Ghibli goes IMAX. Bigger Catbuses, bigger borrowers. Wait, is that contradictory? Bigger borrowers? Either way, G-Kids announced on Tuesday that 4K restorations of Studio Ghibli's Whispers of the Heart and The Secret World of Arrietty will be hitting IMAX theaters in the US and Canada exclusively for the first time on April 21st and May 19th, respectively. Available at both Japanese audio with English subtitles and the English dub, the announcements are part of G-Kids' ongoing partnership with IMAX to bring 4K restored Ghibli films to North American theaters throughout the year, with Studio Ghibli animator Atsushi Okui overseeing the creation of the IMAX versions. The initiative follows the successful IMAX run of Princess Mononoke in March 2025, which earned around $3.8 million and debuted at number 6 in its opening weekend, proving that audiences are very much on board with seeing these classics on the biggest screen possible. In the meantime, Geeky's delivery service is already kicking off its own exclusive IMAX run this coming Friday, so Ghibli fans are in for quite a year.
Moving on. Okay. Moving on. Demon Slayer slices its way to Best Animated Film. The 49th Annual Japan Academy Film Prizes ceremony took place on Friday at the Grand Prince Hotel in Takanawa in Tokyo, with Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Infinity Castle, Akaze Sairai taking home the Best Animated Film Award, the first film in the Infinity Castle trilogy to hit theaters. The other nominees included... Sorry, my brain has just died. The other nominees, all recognized as Award of Excellence winners, were Chainsaw Man, the movie Reze Arc, 100 Meters, Pelelu... What?
Guernica of Paradise. Guernica.
Yes.
There's not words.
Guernica of Paradise.
Okay.
Not sure
and
why.
Detective Conan, One-Eyed Flashback. Earlier in January, Ufotable's digital imaging team had already received the Creative Contribution Award for their technical work on the same film. The ceremony also recognized Best New Actor Award for Yamamoto, Kawachi and Noya Shirayama honored 6 Tones Hokuto Matsumura as the most talked about actor and presented honorary awards to anime director Gisaburo Suji. Sorry, my bad. And the late actors and director Tatsuya Nakadai, Kazuko Yoshiyuki, and Kazuo Ikihiro. A strong showing all around for anime and manga adjacent productions at one of Japan's most prestigious film ceremonies. Those names made my brain boil.
So just to inform our viewers at home, Guernica is actually a famous Pablo Picasso painting from his Cubism era.
Right.
So it's basically a cubist painting, so lots of strange shapes and things based on, hang on, let's get that back up again. It's showing the bombing of a Spanish town of Guernica in 1937 during the Civil War. Meaning that when it says Guernica of Paradise, it's a weird dystopian painting of paradise, basically. So rather an artsy-fartsy name.
Sounds about right. All right. Junji Ito's horror gets the vinyl treatment. 00 Enterprises announced on Thursday that it has launched a Kickstarter campaign aiming to raise $20,000 in 30 days to fund a vinyl record audio drama adaptation of Junji Ito's 1997 horror story In Old Records, a tale of otherworldly music that literally bewitches people to death. Musician Poppy and Shoko Nakagawa are set to perform the English and Japanese versions respectively, with Ito himself directly involved in the project, and the X-Files writer Ryan Cady handling the adaptation. The vinyl comes packaged in a jacket featuring art by Aki Bright and Ito's actual handprint, with several variants available including splatter and glow-in-the-dark editions, because of course a Junji Ito product needs a glow-in-the-dark option. The story was previously adapted as part of the Junji Ito Collection anime, which premiered in January 2018 and is available on Crunchyroll. Ito, who was inducted into the Will Eisner Comic Awards Hall of Fame in July 2025, continues to prove that his horror reaches far beyond the printed page.
See, I still call hacks on the assignments. OceanVeil streams Queen's Blade. Tastefully worded summary incoming. Wave Corporation's anime streaming platform, OceanVeil, announced on Wednesday that it has begun streaming the Queen's Blade Vanquished Queens OVA series, a 4-episode OVA that originally debuted in March of 2013. The series is a spin-off of the broader Queen's Blade franchise based on Hobby Japan's combat picture book series and the Lost Worlds game, which centers on a brutal tournament held every 4 years to decide the ruler of a continent, where beautiful warriors of any race or origin can compete under one key rule. The winner of any match may give any order to the loser. Vanquished Queens specifically explores the, shall we say, unique fates that awaited the defeated warriors, a concept the official description describes as a certain destiny and a unique form of ravaging, in case there was any ambiguity. The Queen's Blade... I'm losing it. The Queen's Blade franchise has been running since its first anime premiere in 2009 and has since expanded into multiple television anime OVAs, manga, and novels, with Media Blasters and Sentai Filmworks handling North American releases for various entries in the series.
One of Xena's favorites.
Be honest, Thaylien. No, I've never actually watched this. But I was going to say, be honest, Thaylien. Have you watched Queen's Blade?
No, I have not, because it's based on the video game. And
there's a video game?
Yeah, the Queen's Blade was started off as a video game.
No, it started out as a... No. It started out as a... shoot, what did they say in here? Combat picture book.
Yes, so it was basically a...
Oh, no, wait, sorry, you're right. That's based on the Lost Worlds game, which premiered in 2009. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay.
I'm right. So... Queen's Blade was a game, and it's much like I don't watch the anime around, say, Arc Knights or or other gacha games apart from Uma Musume.
Okay.
Because that's wonderful.
I've only heard of this in Legend.
Right. Samurai Champloo gets the live-action treatment, hip-hop and all. Variety reported on Tuesday that Tomorrow Studios, the production company behind the live-action One Piece and the short-lived live-action Cowboy Bebop for some specific reason, Edward, is in early development on a live-action adaptation of Samurai Champloo, with series creator Shinichiro Watanabe attached to the project. The adaptation aims to retain the core elements that made the original beloved while updating it for a contemporary TV audience. And executive producer Becky Clements told Variety that the team plans to bring in a major recording artist early in development to help establish the show's sound, a crucial move given that the original anime's hip-hop soundtrack was as much a part of its identity as the sword fights. Though Tomorrow Studios hasn't yet taken the projects to networks, Clements notes that they've already received a lot of incoming calls about it. The original Samurai Champloo, which debuted in May 2004 and ran for 26 episodes, follows the widely mismatched duo of Mugen and Jin, as they reluctantly team up with a ditzy waitress named Fu to search for a mysterious samurai who smelled of sunflowers. All set against a hip-hop soundtrack that threw every samurai drama convention out the window, Watanabe's deeper creative involvement this time around is being highlighted as a key
differentiator
from the ill-fated Cowboy Bebop adaptation, which was cancelled by Netflix just 1 month after its debut in November 2021, mostly because they just completely changed the whole plot and it didn't make any sense. How on earth were they actually going to continue the bloody thing? And Edward was just horrendous.
Counterpoint, though. Counterpoint to Watanabe's involvement making this potentially better. Lazarus.
This could work. This genuinely could work.
Yeah.
But like,
it's a good enough show, and they've got realistic enough combat, as it were, with a bit of
but just don't treat it as an anime. Like, treat it like a show.
Yep.
All right. Kingdom turns 20 and brings every manga legend to the party. The Kingdom manga franchise announced on Thursday that the second Social Kingdom Saiyan, or Reignited campaign, to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Yasuhisa Hara's manga, kicking off March 19th at midnight, Japan time. Fans will have the chance to redraw their favorite panels from 20 legendary chapters, personally selected by Hara himself, with 2,289 panels available on a first-come, first-served basis. Joining the festivities are 20 special guests who read like a who's who of manga royalty, including Hirohiko Araki, who did JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, of course, Sui Ishida, who did Tokyo Ghoul, Takehiko Inoue, who did Slam Dunk, Kengo Hanazawa, who did I'm a Hero, Masanori Morita, who did Rookies, and Yoshikazu Yasuhiko, who did Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin, among many others. The first Social Kingdom campaign ran back in 2012 to celebrate the Kingdom anime's premiere, drawing in big names like Ichiro Oda and Masashi Kishimoto, so the bar for legendary guest participation was already set pretty high, and this reunion appears ready to clear it.
Moving on to something a little bit silly, Yoshinobu meets Yoshi. Baseball just got cuter.
Oh my god.
The Los Angeles Dodgers dropped a delightful video on Saturday featuring World Series MVP Yoshinobu Yamamoto meeting everyone's favorite green dinosaur, Yoshi. Not my favorite, mine's the one from Jurassic Park. With the clip showing Yamamoto doing a handstand while Yoshi causes his usual brand of cheerful chaos, all to promote the team's upcoming collaboration with the Super Mario Galaxy movie on March 31st. The first 40,000 fans through the gates for that day's game against Cleveland Guardians will score a Yoshi bobblehead dressed in Yamamoto's jersey, which feels like a perfectly fitting tribute given that Yamamoto carried the Dodgers to their 2025 World Series championship, clinched in an 11th inning walk-off home run by catcher Will Smith, no relation, for a 5-4 final over the Toronto Blue Jays, with Yamamoto himself shutting out the Blue Jays to earn Series MVP honors. The timing lines up with the Super Mario Galaxy movie, the sequel to the Super Mario Brothers movie, opening in the US and UK on April 1st, with Donald Glover voicing Yoshi.
I can't play this, obviously, because it's owned by the MLB, and they will take it down so fast. But it looks like he's just trying to do a handstand, and Yoshi keeps making Yoshi noises.
Lol. Right. Moving on. Sleep inside a Gundam shield for the low price of your wallet. Oh my god. Premium Bandai opened pre-orders on Tuesday for the RX-78-2 Gundam Shield sleeping bag, a collaboration between Gundam fashion brand Strict G and outdoor gear maker Nanga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like manga, but Nanga.
Yeah, the sleeping bag is modeled after the iconic shield from the original Gundam, crafted from 100% nylon inner and outer fabric with an 80 to 20 down and feather fill, and features a sag-reducing zipper to keep the fabric from meeting an untimely end. Pre-orders are open until March 29th at 11 p.m. Japan time. 11 p.m. on Japan time on Premium Bandai, with the bag set to ship this October for 68,200 yen, which is about $430. Jesus effing wow. Because a good night's sleep in a giant robot shield doesn't come cheap. How much is a regular sleeping bag?
It depends. From experience, I have seen sleeping bags go up to around $500, depending. Over here
if they're
in England,
made to stand for Arctic temperatures or something.
Yeah, so the ones I slept in over in Sweden in the Ice Hotel are mid-range for Sweden, and they cost around £250.
Jeez, right, but still, I don't
remember how much mine cost.
A sleeping bag or a graphics card. I mean,
Yeah.
Anyway,
but you're not a true Gundam fan, so we don't expect.
Ooh.
Fun one! Kodansha goes old school with paper and scissors. Kodansha debuted a charming stop-motion papercraft short on Saturday, lovingly titled Light Hole, which celebrates iconic moments and characters from across the publisher's storied manga catalog. I might as well play a little bit of this while I'm finishing the story. Directed by Taru Katori, with Takuro Oishi serving as animation director. The minute-and-a-half video features papercraft recreations of beloved scenes and characters from titles including Akira, Cardcaptor Sakura, Initial D, Cells at Work, Ghost in the Shell, Attack on Titan, Fairy Tail, and more, with Kodansha cheekily asking fans whether they'd ever seen the legendary Akira bike slide animated entirely out of paper. The answer apparently is now yes. Okay, that's probably about all I can play.
That's pretty damn awesome, silly. To be fair.
It is actually really awesome.
Actual stop motion is a true art that really needs to be supported more.
Oh, all right.
Okie dokie. And we're going to round off with the anime, manga, and novel releases of March 8th to 14th, which sadly is the last item from this show this week. So let's get it done. The bulk of the releases were on March 10th, with some exceptions. And in anime, we'll start off with Sentai Filmworks releasing I'm Living with an Otaku Neat Konoichi Blu-ray disc for $70. Aniplex of America decided to release Monogatari series Off and Monster season for the Blu-ray disc for $128. That sounds painful.
Yeesh.
And Crunchyroll released Possibly the Greatest Alchemist of All Time Blu-ray disc for $70. In manga, Viz Media decided to release One Piece graphic novel 111, Komi Can't Communicate graphic novel 37, and Akane Banashi. Try saying this 5 times fast. And Akane Banashi graphic novel 15, all for $12 each. Seven Seas released Defrag graphic novel 19 and Dungeon Friends Forever graphic novel 6, both for $14. In digital manga, Kodansha USA decided to bring us Otherworldly Munchkin, Let's Speedrun the Dungeon with only 1 HP, graphic novel 12 for $11. Sorry, that's a name. I'm really interested in that one. J Novel Club all decided to switch over to March 11th with Ascendance of a Bookworm Part 4 graphic novel 6, Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill graphic novel 11, My Tiny Senpai graphic novel 4, and The Reincarnation of the Strongest Exorcist in Another World graphic novel 8, all for $9 each. Moving on to novels. Yen Press is the main contributor here with 86, Alter 2, novel 10, Bungo Stray Dogs, novel 9, Licorice Recoil, Recovery Days, novel 1, ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, EX, novel 6, and Spy Classroom, novel 10, all for $16 each. And finally, in digital novels, J Novel Club are the main contributor here, with The Water Magician, Arc 1, novel 6, for $8. Moving on to March 11th, The Diary of a Middle-Aged Sage's Carefree Life in Another World, novel 9, for $9. On March 12th, Pens Down, Swords Up, Throw Your Studies to the Wind, novel 5, for $10. On March 13th, Repeat Advice, I Refuse to Be Important Enough to Die. I refuse to be important enough to die. Interesting. Novel 2. And the Otome Heroines Fight for Survival, novel 6, both for $11 each.
This sounds like one of those, like, oh, if I'm not the villainess, they won't kill me, or if I'm not the princess, they won't kill me, sort of thing, situations.
Yeah, we can hope so. I'm not a princess, therefore they won't kill me.
Exactly.
Wait, I'm a background character. I might just die in the mob fight.
It's true. Good point. And if you're Sid Kagano, that's what you want. All right, that does it for the news this week. Make sure you stay tuned later this week for Kanpai Cast, where we're going to be discussing a little slightly more obscure topics that some of you may have never heard of. We're going to be talking about bathos in anime, not pathos, not a P, a B, bathos in anime. And if you want to know what that is before Thursday rolls around, well, go Google it or something, and then come back here next week for more news.
More news.
News.